All right, everyone. Now we have to talk about the U.S. budget deal, the continuing resolution to keep the government open through March, and it's being renegotiated literally as we speak, I believe. The chaos was entirely predictable. I'm going to read you some of the headlines with regards to this particular deal over the last couple of days, and you can make of it what you will. Trump has come out kind of sort of in support of a renegotiated deal. Musk appears to be gloating about it because, of course, Elon Musk helped to kill the original budget deal. Again, Trump was kind of non-committal, kind of in support of the original deal. I think that Musk called him on the phone and said, hey, Doge here, this is a bad idea. You should probably block this shit. And so he forced congressional Republicans to vote against it, and the rest is now history. We're going to read some headlines. Yeah, Reuters. Trump-backed spending deal fails in House. Shutdown approaches. Ooh, spooky. The problem is that a government shutdown doesn't, unfortunately, actually mean a full shutdown. If it did, then I'd be in favor of doing it for the next 4 years. AP. Trump's words of opposition stop a bipartisan, which means shitty, budget deal in its tracks with Musk's help. PBS. Trump demands renegotiations in bipartisan budget deal, again, that same old term, days before shutdown deadline. Ooh, spooky again, woo-hoo-hoo. Wasted bonehead's gonna come up out of the grave and cannibalize everyone. Times of India. U.S. government shutdown looms as Donald Trump blocks bipartisan budget deal. You'll notice that that term is used an awful lot within the recent legacy media articles. Bipartisan. As though that were a good thing. Usually that means the Republicans and the Democrats are proceeding to spit roast you. So bipartisanship isn't necessarily what we need. France 24. Trump tries to kill bipartisan budget deal with Musk's help. He was successful, by the way. WHYY. Elon Musk ascends as a political force beyond his wealth by tanking budget deal. AP, government funding plan collapses as Trump makes new demands days before shutdown. Yes, he's trying to renegotiate. Basically what's happening is they're trying to cut out a little bit of the pork from the goddamn budget deal. Just a little bit of the authoritarianism and wasteful spending. That's literally all that's being asked. Now that amounts to many tens of billions of dollars, but by government budget standards, that's a drop in the goddamn bucket. Trump needs to get this preemptive victory. Republicans should stand behind him, whether he says yay or nay to the incoming secondary renegotiated budget bill. Give him the victory by going along with whatever he says. If the government shuts down, nobody cares. The average citizen in the United States does not care if there's a government shutdown. It means absolutely nothing to us. It means basically that the government puts the screws to the public to extract more money from them by closing down national parks and shit like that. Beyond that, it has no further purpose. That's what happened during the last major budget showdown. You remember that? It's like, well, we can't keep the national park open because the park workers are considered unessential workers. And so, you know, you might fall off a crevasse or get mauled by a grizzly bear or something like that. We're going to close down those services. No, you can't use this park. It's a national park. Sorry about that. The shutdown system has been designed, and it should be redesigned, by the way, has been designed to put the screws to the public. That's what they do. So if you don't have a budget passed effectively, if the people don't cough up their own hard-earned money, then you shut down services to them that you have artificially deemed unessential. That's basically all it means. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean that Congress adjourns and they can't pass laws and the courts don't work and all the good things in life, because that would be the best thing for us, really. It doesn't mean that. It means that a bunch of people are furloughed. They get their back pay later when the public eventually does cough up the money, as they will be forced to do so, and that's the only thing that a government shutdown means. I'm going to trust Donald Trump generally on this and wait to see what he says today, basically. If you pass the budget, I mean, that's fine. It has been slimmed down. It has been simplified. At the very least, people got a chance to goddamn read it before they said yay or nay. If he goes against it, even though it's a Trump-backed deal, at least on its face, we'll see what his opinion is literally again today, then that's fine too. Go ahead and nix it, shut down the government, wait until January 20th, and then you can re-begin the negotiations. I'm going to trust him generally on this one because he's shown me over history in his first term that he's capable of managing budgets fairly easily and generally has a grasp on what he's doing. I would not trust the current administration to manage a budget. Could have something to do with the $2-3 trillion of excessive spending that heated the economy up too much. Could have something to do with that. Maybe it's the fact that people are taking out debt in order to buy groceries. I don't know. It could be any of a number of things. Obviously, the administration was not playing with a full deck. They weren't even playing with a single goddamn card. They didn't even have a two-pair. Donald Trump generally understands these sorts of things, and he's working with Musk. They know how to budget things. You've got Doge now. I know that it's only advisory, but it's a step in the right direction, I think. So the Republicans need to stay in line. But they're Republicans. And that's the big problem. What are Republicans really, really good at doing? They're good at snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. So if the bill is relatively clean and ultimately fairly good, they'll probably axe it. If the budgetary continuation is not good, so if Trump has, messed up in backing it at all, they'll probably vote in favor of it. Then the Democrats will complain about that endlessly, and it'll be hilarious. This is what Republicans are known for. They are good at being defeated. They love it. They're almost masochists sexually. That's about all. Peace out.